Hey guys, it's your girl Ayesha, and today I'm going to be giving my mobility aid a bit of a makeover with the help of my Cricut Maker. Okay, so first and foremost, please don't laugh at me. I am literally recording my PC monitor with my phone. In future, I will be using a tablet for my Cricut videos, but this was literally all that I had available to me at the time. So this is actually my very first proper Cricut project, and it is fairly simple, but I thought, you know, best to start off easy. So what you're seeing here is I've opened up Design Space, which is the program that you use whenever you are putting together your designs for your Cricut Maker or your Cricut Explore Air 2 or your Cricut Joy, whatever Cricut thing that you have, this is what you need to be using. And all I did was simply search for some cloud images. There are so many images there at your disposal. So I chose 5 different ones and just edited them slightly. Of course, I had to resize them. So here I'm making them between 2 and 3 centimeters wide. And with the blue cloud in particular, I wanted to make sure that the 2 little holes for the cheeks weren't there. I just wanted to have the little smiley face. So what I did was I just got a circle shape, put it over each hole, and I made it the same color so that it could all be cut out as one piece, because it all goes by color, I think. I'm still learning here, guys. And then after that, I selected all of them and welded them all together so that they were all exactly the same color, so that they would all cut out as one piece rather than me having to pull out the mat and cut on individual pieces of vinyl. Now, some of you might be thinking, hold on a second, Ayesha, I've already seen this walking stick that you have. I'm pretty sure that you already gave her a name. Yes, her name is Claudia. So why do you need to change her up? Why do you need to put different clouds on? Basically, she was, you know, looking a little bit worse for wear because the stickers that I used before, they weren't really the best. So I figured that we could give her a little bit of a facelift, you know, and just sort of see how it turns out. And I was pretty happy with it, to be honest. So once all of the clouds had been duplicated, it was time for me to click Make It and to select the material that I'm cutting. So I went for premium vinyl and I chose more pressure because you can choose between a sort of like a light pressure, a default pressure, and more pressure. I went for more just to be on the safe side. And then once I had stuck the vinyl to the mat and peeled off the protective layer, that's very important. Not all vinyl has this, but some of it does. Don't cut with the protective layer on because it won't go through. But yeah, once I'd done that, I basically just set to work. What I like about the Design Space is that it does tell you in percentage how long that it's got to go. So it's quite a good way of sort of like gauging, you know, how much time that you have. Also, very important, please do not just drag your mat out of the Cricut machine. Make sure that you do press the unload button so that it comes out nice and smoothly. So this is poor Claudia at the moment. She has clearly seen better days. So let's fix her up. So first and foremost, I'm trying to peel off these foam stickers. Now, some of them I'd used super glue, others I'd used hot glue, but basically it was just a hot mess. So I decided to use my heat gun to try and like loosen it up a little bit, and then use my weeding tool to get off like all of the little excess bits of foam. And it did actually work. I used some rubbing alcohol just to give her a bit of a clean and to get off any sort of like grease and dirt. But oh my goodness, how satisfying is this peel? I'm going to just let you enjoy this for a second. Okay, satisfying peel over. It's now time to do a little bit of weeding. So you can either have a love-hate relationship with weeding. I personally love it. I do like to get all the tiny little bits out of my pieces. So yeah, this was quite satisfying. Next, I went to get some transfer tape to basically transfer them from the vinyl backing and put it onto my cane. But honey child, this one here, this is the wrong transfer tape. I bought the strong one, and I didn't realize that I was buying the strong one. I didn't realize that there were different strengths. So yeah, when it's this strong, picking up vinyl that is of this kind of quality, it's very, very, very difficult to get it off. So it picks it up just fine, but as you can see, the struggle was real. So if you're having to like scrape and like dig at your pieces to try and get them on, then it means that your transfer tape is just way too strong. So I now have the correct transfer tape, so I'll be using that in a future video. But yeah, this was difficult. So I ended up just like picking off the pieces with the weeding tool and just pressing it down with my fingers, because otherwise this was just way too long. The problem that I had with doing this though was that whenever I would pick up a piece using my weeding tool, I felt like I was sort of bending the side of the cloud, so that was a little bit worrying. I also decided to use some holographic vinyl just because I wanted there to be a bit of a contrast between the blue cane and the actual blue iridescent clouds. I needed there to be some sort of silver lining, I suppose. No pun intended, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm really happy that I did this because I think it looks quite nice. One thing that I realized about this cane in particular is that the surface of it isn't actually smooth at all, and that might be the reason why my stickers were coming off in the first place. It's got a little bit of a rough texture, so to make sure that they were completely stuck down, I actually did seal over it using a UV sealant, and I also used a spray gloss sealant on it as well. I hadn't done that in this particular shot, but in the next shot then you will see. There we go. You can see that it's all nice and shiny now. But I'm so happy with the way that this turned out, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. Take care, my darlings, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.